Today on VLAN, we're showing you the best Black Friday deals. Stop that. No time for the intro. I'm sorry about that, guys. I'm your host of the show, Matt Haslam, and today we have the best Black Friday deals that you're going to find. We've scoured the internet and scoured all the inserts in the paper the last couple weeks, and we found you guys the absolute best Black Friday deals, whether in-store or online. So we have a ton of stuff to get to today, and this first one is a little expensive, but as we go through, you're going to see they're not all as expensive. We found a bunch of different deals, a bunch of different price ranges. So with all that said, let's get started. This first one comes from B&H. It's the Canon EOS 5D Mark III. Wonderful camera. That tons of my friends use this camera. It's an amazing camera. And it comes with a 4 terabyte WD My Passport portable hard drive. Comes with 64 gigabyte Extreme Pro memory card. Comes with low pro backpack. All stuff you really want in a kit that you're getting. And this comes in at just $2,099, which I know is a lot of money. I'm sorry. But it's $700 off the normal price for today only during Black Friday. You also have then the Canon XA30, which is a little bit less of a budget, but still an amazing camcorder that you're going to be able to use for a lot of the stuff that you're going to be shooting out there as a videographer. This is, again, something a lot of my friends use in the industry, coming in at just $1,600, which is $400 off the regular price. But so you're going to get a great savings with this camera as well, and great quality in this camera. It doesn't come with any freebies like many of the others, but it's still a great camera that you're going to be able to use for a very, very long time. XLR inputs. List goes on and on. All of these items you can research and figure out all the accessories you can buy for them and all the stuff that's included in them. But these are all pieces of equipment that I either own, my friends own, or I would very highly recommend. So that is the Canon XA30, which is a great camera. This is something that I personally own many of. The GoPro Hero 5 Black Edition, which is, I know, last year's version of GoPro. This year they came out with the Hero 6, but there's really not that much different about it, and they're trying to sell it for $500. Even on their own website, they're trying to sell for Black Friday the Hero 5 Black for $350. But on B&H's website, you can get a $50 e-gift card to B&H, as well as get $50 off of the regular price, making it just $350. If you buy it direct from GoPro, all you're going to get is $50 off. With this deal, you're getting $50 off plus $50 gift card. And there's another store, Cabela's have the same deal where you get $350 instead of the regular price $400. You have Best Buy, I think, giving a $50 extra gift card on top of the $50 off as well. So you can buy GoPro in a couple different places for a really good price for a Hero 5 Black Edition. This is an amazing camera. Matter of fact, what you're seeing right now is the GoPro Hero 5 Black Edition. It's a wonderful camera, and I cannot recommend it enough. And you have basically $100 off of it right now for Black Friday. The next item up today is the Apple iPod Touch 32 gigabyte, which is the exact one that I'm using right now to monitor this shot, as well as I use on a daily basis around my workspaces. I love it, and for $200, it's a really good deal. This is in the lower range of budgets, so if you don't have the money to buy a $2,100 camera, you can at least buy something for $200, which is a really good price. It's not the best camera in the world, obviously, but it will do, and it allows you to also have all the regular apps that you would normally have on an iPhone and stuff like that. Anything that you can buy on the Apple iStore, you can have on this, and that way you can keep track of all of your hours for clients, all that good stuff, all on the same device. Again, it's not the best deal out there, but it's at least something to get you started in the industry. Next up are memory cards, which you're going to need to use for everything else that you're going to buy out there in the film, video world or music world. So a couple great deals come in from Best Buy, SanDisk 64 gigabyte Extreme which you can use for your GoPro devices or any micro SD devices that you might have. And this comes in at just $24.99. Really good deal for that memory card. Then you have B&H for a very similar thing, but it's a V30 coming in at just $44.99. You have, again, at Best Buy, a regular SD card coming, a 64 gigabyte SD card. All of these are, 64 gigabyte because you really need a lot of memory anymore. Recording any kind of 4K or recording, 1080, you can record for a very long amount of time for 64 gigabytes. And really, this year, a lot of what we're seeing is Black Friday deals coming with memory coming down in price this year. Memory is just so cheap this year that if you don't buy memory for Black Friday this year, you're really missing out on a lot of deals. So a lot of memory cards and SD cards and hard drives are really going on sale for Black Friday. So that's one of the main key points that you can get a savings on this Black Friday. This comes in at just $24.99 from Best Buy, and those are actually the exact cards that I use in all of my cameras other than the GoPros, obviously. Another one, 32 gigabytes. If you want a little bit less memory for $14.99, maybe you can't afford $24.99 this year. Maybe you can't afford the $24.99. So maybe you want a little bit less memory for $14.99. It's a really good deal. And for $15, you can get 32 gigabytes, which will last you on a regular camera recording full HD. That'll last you about an hour and a half. So that's pretty good. Next is another SD card, 64 gigabyte V30, $27.49. Really good price there, with 90 megabytes and 60 megabytes write, 90 read speed. Again, really good deal from B&H. Like I said, all these, you kind of want to check out what your camera requires and what you can actually use for your cameras. This comes in from Walmart, another 64 gigabyte card, $24.99, 90 megabytes read speed, and 60 write speed. So again, you're going to have to check your camera to figure out what it actually needs to record. If you're doing a lot of 4K, then maybe you want to get an upgraded SD card in your camera with 95 megabytes write speed or something like that. Whereas if you're only doing 1920 by 1080, you might want to save a little bit of money and get a $27 or $24 60 megabyte write speed and 90 megabyte read speed. And for on-location drives this year, we chose this Seagate backup slim 1 terabyte drive. You don't need a huge drive for on-location drives for just backing up when you're on site for a mobile DIT station, which is digital imaging technician site on your set, to just back up your SD cards while you're still on set before you go packing everything up and going home that day. This comes in at just $59.99, $60 basically. Really good deal for a 1 terabyte drive. Again, memory is coming down in price this year, so if you don't take advantage of that, you're really missing out this Black Friday. And then once you get back to the office, you need something to back up your footage in a RAID system. That way it's dual backed up, so if one drive fails, you still have the footage. That's really something I can't stress enough on this show over and over and over again. This is a 12 terabyte one that comes in from G Technology, which is an amazing RAID system company. They do, really, these are industry standard pieces of equipment now. They're $500 for a 12 terabyte system, which, again, really good price for memory this year. As basically, a couple of years ago, $500 could only buy you maybe 4 terabyte drive. Now it can buy you a 12 terabyte RAID system. So really coming down in price, and I highly recommend this G Technology one. Next is for audio equipment, Zoom H4 NSP 4-channel handy recorder. These are the ones that I use literally all the time. I have tons of these things on set all the time, and they work wonderfully. Normally, I bought my first one for like $250. I know before I bought it, they came down in price from like $300. So basically now they're saying the price is $199 for this. It used to be $250. It used to be $300 before that. So I know they've come down in price quite a few times. This comes in at now just $159 for this amazing audio recorder that I can't recommend enough. I use it literally every day on set, and I know you guys have heard of Zoom H4Ns because they're pretty much industry standard nowadays. But for 159 bucks, it's a really good deal, and you're going to be able to record a lot of great audio with it. Whether you're a musician or just getting dialogue for a video shoot, these things are so impressive nowadays. Next thing comes in from Sennheiser. These are actually the headphones that I'm wearing right now. These are the Sennheiser HD 280 Pro closed back monitoring headphones. They are wonderful for editing and as well as monitoring your audio while you're on set. These are basically noise canceling, so when you have them on, the sound doesn't really escape the headphones too much, which you want on a set. That way you're not providing a feedback loop for your microphones, just in case you're having like an omnidirectional microphone that day and you're on a closed set that's really quiet. You don't want your headphones creating that little loop. These are wonderful headphones for that, as well as for editing. I use them every day while I'm on set and every day while I'm editing. They're just wonderful. And last year I bought them, well, one of my family members bought them for me for Christmas, and this year they went on sale for 80 bucks basically. Last year I bought them for like $100. So these have come down in price for $20 for Black Friday only. Amazing headphones that I highly recommend, and I use every day. This one's a little weird because it's coming from Walmart and it's a backdrop stand for photo and video work, but I know it's kind of weird to see Walmart in this space, but if they're in that space, then you know what? It's wonderful because this steel is wonderful. $25.89 for a 10-foot adjustable background stand. This is similar to the very same set that I use for my backdrops when I'm on location anywhere. I use by a different brand, but this one looks really, really similar to the build quality, and it comes with a bag, which I highly recommend you get. So 25 bucks for it. So if you're just starting out in the industry, then by all means, get this set. It's going to really help you get a really professional look while you're on set, and allows you to transport these big stands all in a little compact way. And it's really easy setup. So if you're editing, the next thing we have is a 4K monitor. A lot of people are editing 4K footage anymore. I edit still the 1920 by 1080 most of the time, and I have a 5K monitor and a standard HD monitor in front of me right now. But if you're editing 4K a lot, this is what you want. You want a 4K monitor, and the best deal we found this year for a 4K monitor came in from B&H for just $296, which is a really good savings of $150 on that monitor. And from everything I see on this monitor, it's a 27-inch monitor, by the way. From everything I see, this is an amazing monitor to use, and it comes highly recommended from all the people that I've seen comments on so far. Next thing is the exact chair that I'm actually sitting in right now. I literally bought this last year on Black Friday down Staples. This is a Staples deal, like I said, but 120 bucks for this chair. When you're in the office and you're editing for long periods of time, you want something that's comfortable, and this thing is so comfy. I love it so much. And I wouldn't be able to sit in my chair, 8 hours a day on editing days if it wasn't for this thing being so comfortable. I love it so much, and I cannot recommend it enough. Normally, they're $229 chairs, but for Black Friday, they are $119.99. So I highly recommend these. So go out and pick yours up at your local Staples on Black Friday. In the office, you kind of want to organize all of your footage, and this allows you to do that really easily. These shelves, I have different shelves in the office that I built on my own. They were a little bit more expensive, but I wanted them a little bit bigger. If you just have stands and regular utility stuff, such as like gaff tape or small little items that you need to store, this is a great way to do that. I've been in plenty of other video company offices where they've used just these to organize all of their stuff, and they work so wonderful just to keep everything in its own spot. You can put gaff tape on the front of these on these little parts. That way you can label where everything goes, and you always can remember where everything's at all times. For $24.98 a piece for a 5-shelf system, these are just a lifesaver to keep things organized for you guys. So the 36 by 18, which is plenty enough for most tripods, most light stands to just fit in there and keep everything in its set place. That way, your family members aren't really, really mad at you for, having everything all over the place in your basement. Next up today is a 3-pack of medium duty gloves. These are like gaffer's gloves that you would use to move lights that are hot, that you use to get all your equipment out of a rainy situation. Really, having gloves is just a lifesaver on set. It allows your hands not to be just dry at the end of the night or completely soaked through. Gaffer's gloves really help with just keeping you clean. That way, if you're setting up in a muddy situation, you can take the gloves off and just hit record on your camera without getting everything all dirty. It allows you to touch cables that might have been soaked in the rain or something like that. It allows you to touch lights and allow you to move lights that might be a little bit hot normally. A whole bunch of different uses for these things on set. I highly recommend getting a bunch of them. That's why I'm recommending a 3-pack of them instead of just a single pair. These are wonderful for $14.88 for a 3-pack over at Home Depot. And while we're over at Home Depot, another thing to get over there is a 10-compartment deep small parts organizer. These are wonderful things that I use all the time to organize all my audio adapters, to organize all my GoPro parts, you name it. I use these things to no end to just organize everything so I know where everything is while I'm on set, and I know where everything has to go at the end of the day when I'm setting down. These are $9.88 a piece, which is a really good deal for these things. Normally they're $19.99 or something like that a piece. Being $10 basically a piece is a fantastic deal and allows you to keep organized really easily. Another thing you might really want to use are stingers. These are extension cords basically, and these are, medium to heavy duty extension cords, 50 foot, for just $13.47 a piece. It's not going to get you enough power for your maybe ARRI kits of lights, but enough power for most lights you're going to use, most camera equipment you're going to use, most music equipment you're going to use. So for $13.47 a piece, buy a whole bunch of them, and that way you'll always have enough extension cords on set to run power to wherever you need to run power to. The next item up today is this Ecticity 24-inch 5-in-1 portable collapsible multi-disc for photo and video work. It has your standard white, silver, gold, and diffusion and black. That way you can have all of these different reflectors to reflect however much light you want on your subject, or just diffuse the sun coming in or stop light from coming in. These are really useful for just about every photo and video shoot you're going to be on, and these just come in at $9.99 a piece. Normally they're about $20 a piece, so that's a really good deal on Amazon just for today for Black Friday. Then the next deal coming in is a 10 set of USB sticks, 128 megabyte, which is usually enough to fit photo work on, maybe not a whole lot of video work on, but if you're just delivering some photos to your clients, these are really good to deliver those. And for $17.53 for a 10-pack of them, that's a really good deal. Comes into about $1.70 a piece, which is a really good price point for USB flash drives. Normally, you're going to spend about $4 on a flash drive if you're buying them in 10 packs. You're going to buy a 10 pack of 16 gigabyte USB sticks for about $4 a piece on Amazon or on eBay, and that's what I typically use to deliver video work. But if you're just a photographer or delivering some audio files to a client or something like that, and you can fit it on a 128 megabyte stick, then maybe buying a 10 pack of these is a really good option for you for just $17.53. And in case you're wondering, all of the items we featured in today's video are linked in the description box below of this video. That way you can find those deals directly instead of fiddling around with our websites trying to find those deals on your own and wasting time from saving lots and lots of money this season. Whether it be B&H, Best Buy, Staples, Amazon, Lowe's, Home Depot, Walmart, all of the links for those items are in the description box down below. And in case we haven't found the best deals, you think, or in case there's a better deal that you find that you want to share, please do leave a link and a description of the item in the comments down below this video. That way all of us can enjoy the great savings this holiday season. And while you're down there in the comments down below, if you see a red subscribe button, please do hit it, and a like button would be greatly appreciated. That way we know you like this content coming to you guys. And if you subscribe to our channel, we're going to shower you with a ton of great content this holiday season, including the top deals for Cyber Monday and 15 items you can buy for your loved ones in the video, lighting, audio, music, and photography worlds. That way your loved ones know what you actually want for Christmas this year, and tons more great videos coming to you in the rest of Season 5 this year of the show, as well as Season 6, which we're already editing and shooting. So a ton more content, including daily videos at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, a new episode of the show coming to you at 8 o'clock p.m. every Monday, and new monthly live streams coming to you every first Monday of the month at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So look forward to all this great content if you subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all have a wonderful Thanksgiving and a wonderful Black Friday this year. Happy holidays, everyone. Bye for now.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy